Hello and welcome to the next episode of our playthrough of the Resistance in Terra Invicta. Last episode we have left off with an abduction of an alien, which is now in our labs and getting interrogated. So we are waiting for the alien language project to unlock, and then we are going to do this one. Meanwhile, we have to continue our space game here, and as we can see, the aliens are moving into the solar system, into the inner solar system quite heavily from all sides. So if we check out the alien fleets here, we can see there are multiple fleets flying towards Earth, where our biggest space presence is. They're also flying to Mars, where we have a thank God that we made some ships there. And also they are expanding into some asteroids in the asteroid belt, which of course we do not like at all. And also they are expanding here in the outer solar system. They're also intercepting our Jupiter ship, but that's for 400 days away. So until then we are fully established in the Jupiter system unless something goes wrong. What's quite interesting is that the alien ship that was making the base in the Jupiter system has left. So that's flying somewhere here, and therefore the base of them is undefended. However, we do not have any module that can bombard a planet currently. So we cannot take them out from space. We could see if maybe the infracombat laser would allow us to do something in this direction. So if you, for example, pull a ship which we get a laser cannon on. So let's see. Can bombard, not through atmosphere. Okay, how do we know if the planet has an atmosphere, the moon I mean? My knowledge is that Ganymede does not have a considerable atmosphere, but does it tell us here? Okay, the body has a trace atmosphere. Lasers are 99% effective during bombardment. Good. So we could make a laser ship here and just try to take it out from orbit. We would need around... Let's see, how long do we need to make something like a gunship here? 60 days. So with the space tug to go up, we would need around 120 days. And then we would be able to bombard. I don't know if that's still possible that they are undefended at that point, but we can find out. We can try to get this done. However, we do not really finish the infrared combat laser within that time frame. So, I don't know, maybe we just make Marines and take it over, and then we can disband the Marines afterwards, although it's a bit of a waste of resources. Also, talking about Marines, we are waiting for the Marine ship to finish on Mars. Therefore, we can expand our presence on Mars itself. Why? Well, because we need more mining, and also we want to push Mars to 10,000 population. To be able to make the research campuses there, which can only be made in the Earth lunar system or above 10,000 population growth. So we want to colonize the Mars heart to get the population there. We have 25 mining sites on Mars. Dividing 10,000 by 25 is around 400 per base. And if we check our bases on Mars, we do know that we are slightly above or around 400 with most of our bases here, which we of course have to keep building up. So it's why we have to invest a lot of infrastructure and money into these bases here. Our new bases that are following the template that we created are at 430. We are going to add 1 or 2 modules to these bases as well to get them to around 500 probably. And then we have to see how we get to 10k as quickly as possible without investing too many resources that we would regret later on. But now let's just jump forward to Mars here. Ah yeah, that was still a remnant from the alien abduction. And we should check what we want to invest into. I think this is fine for now. We push alien technology. Yeah, looking good.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Violence is abating.
And now I also changed priorities a bit between episodes here. Next mining base is done. We are finally positive on nobles again. Very good. In 3 months, rather 2 months, we are going to reach 3 inequality here. Then I'm going to slow down on the welfare investment and instead go into mission control and knowledge again to boost up our science output and our mission control availability here. We are currently also pushing Canada pretty hard in knowledge to also squeeze out some more research points. In Mexico, I changed a bit more into knowledge and welfare as well, just to get the inequality further down. We also want to be below 3 here for cohesion reasons, and also in preparation for a potential annexation by the US here down the road. But now let's get into the new mission phase, and then from there to Jupiter. But we can go back to constructing stuff on Mars. And what I want to talk about is this one has 430, but we are going to need a bit more on average per base just to make come up with the... We are not going to have all 25 bases on Mars. So we have to make up for the gap in population that the other bases are going to not provide to us here. So let's start calculating stuff. The research campus will require 50 energy here. Will provide us 200 crew, which doesn't matter right now, but it is interesting in regards to that the farm only supplies food and therefore water and volatiles for 600 crew. If we make the research campus, we will be at 630. This doesn't count the energy that we still have to supply. So we definitely want a second farm here to pay for all the volatiles and water the base will need when it has the research module. So the research campus will go here. We are going to need a farm, and we are going to need another source of energy. And now this hub will have 340 power available, and 287 is used. The research facility will require 50. So we are going to be left with 3 energy that is left over. And that's pretty much, we can't do anything here. Because we don't really have a module that's going to cost us 3 energy. I doubt we have one. There may be something very small here. Okay, we don't really have that. We could also consider to just make a hydroponics bay instead of a farm to get back some energy here. Because this one would cost us 40, this one would only cost us 30, and it would only provide for 120 crew. But if we stay below 720 crew, this should be fine. So the research campus will cost us 200 crew, which puts us at 655. So we actually are fine. We can do this. So we are going to replace the farm here with an hydroponics bay. And now we are going to have 87 energy available. 50 for the research campus. So 37 are left for whatever we want to put there. And the problem is we don't really have much in the energy department of that, but I think we can basically squeeze 1 research lab in there. Whatever we want to have. I'm going to leave that open for now, because I didn't make a decision yet what we need. What I know, what we definitely want, and that's going to be in this research slot here, is the military research lab, because we do not have military research currently built. We have 10% bonus there, which comes from orcs. Yeah, right. Only from orcs. So that's what we need now.
Your orders?
We're also going to investigate the alien activity that is left here.
Standing
So
by
1 or
for
2. Yes, there are 2. So we go and investigate both of them. We'll probably go back with Ian to also advise on Mexico. And maybe we even use Felicia here to stabilize the nations and then do some advice missions on Canada as well, just to boost up our investment as much as possible for the time being. Okay, we're going to confirm here. There's the point defense laser turret. And now we're gonna research the military science lab, which we are still missing. And then we can put one of those on the Mars base there. On the Mars 7 base that we are constructing here. And now the Mars 7 base is around 451 population. With the research hub, it's going to be around 445, 54 or 460 maybe, something around that. So that's not going to be a lot. And therefore we need to take control of more or less all bases on Mars to get close to 10k and maybe push it over. And now let's arrive at Jupiter to also get that project going. Okay, molten core fission reactor we don't really need. And there we go. The Hydra language is done. I'm going to put that in instead of technology here because I want to progress this quest with priority. The reason for this is that we get projects depending on that, which will allow us to be a bit more friendly to the aliens, or rather that they do not consider us that much of a threat, which is currently useful before we totally blow the aggression out of the, well, before it goes too crazy basically. And 4.9 days left. Let's go. And we should arrive any second now.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
There we go. Jupiter 1 has arrived on Callisto. We are going to make a new station here. And we're going to manage it. And we're going to put a space dock on it. There we go. We are not going to use the construction module here. This would be useful to make new bases on the system itself. Do we? Do we? No, I think I want 2 space docks first. We can make the construction module later when we have upgraded to an orbital. And so now we do have a fission pile here, and we're just going to put a second fission pile in here. Now we have exactly 40 energy used and 40 supplied. And then we can refuel and restock our Jupiter class ship here when the time has come. And now we just have to wait here and hope for the best. Next step will be the fights in space against the aliens here. So 123 days until the Mars fight's going to happen, and then some Earth fights are going to happen, which I'm going to show, of course. But I'm going to now skip forward, invest the resources that we make to get more infrastructure going on Mars, so that we can boom up our population. And also in 10 days we can see the marine ship here. So let's get there as well, because it's interesting. And there's a debris problem. We can get metal and volatiles. We are definitely going to take this here, because we do have a construction module.
And status while you can.
And there's self-repairing software, which was leading into quantum encryption. We of course want that for the covert operation slot for the 6th agent that we need. Now we are going to keep investing with 2 here. I'm actually considering going 3 here. Oh, we are going to lose this one. No. I want to try to win cybernetics here if it's possible, which I doubt. But let's see. Maybe we can pull it off. The investigation on the alien sites here will get us a bit of a research bonus over time. So we get 32% from investigations currently. So we can see that this will probably go up to 100% now when they are finished. Let's see, it will probably update on the next day, so that would be now. Yeah, 101%, so we got 1% from each activity. That stacks up nicely over the course of the campaign, and therefore speeds up your alien project significantly. Yeah, now the Jupiter ship is in place. We have only one ship currently on Mars. That's something we need to change urgently. We have 116 days left. There's a corvette coming. We definitely need one more ship there. Let's see what I built here. I made the Tin Can 2 class. So let's build that again here. It's relatively cheap. Oh, 31 nobles. Ugh. Alright, I made a new design with the different radiator. So this is going to be... Wait a second, which one has the grid drive here? Tin Can for Jupiter, 28. Which one does not have the... So 600 milligis definitely. Okay, we don't have a cheap volatile, a cheap noble metals version. Can we do something about it? I mean, the cost is probably mostly the radiator, right? Yeah, it's 18. Can we change this? We can go to the nanotube. We can also go to the reactor 5. Get rid of some weight. Now it costs us 9. And we do have a grid drive. Okay, this is going to be Tin Can 3 now. Save the design. And then I'm going to make the Tin Can 3 here on... At least one on Mars. Because we do need more rockets, torpedoes to take out the alien ship that is coming there. Good. And now the... more mining finishing and more operation centers finishing. So our metal income went down again. Our noble metal income. That's a struggle we have to fight through. Now... Okay. Felicia is going to stabilize Mexico again.
Turn down the heat.
And Ian is going to advise Mexico here.
Offering
There we go.
assistance.
And let's go to the next objective, this one. There we go. So our Mars fleet here can now assault a HEP. And we have roughly 50% chance against the Humanity First bases and higher chances against the other bases here. Now let's see which sides we want with urgency, because we want noble metals. And I think if I recall correctly, yes, it's Schiaparelli here from Humanity First that we want for sure. Or Initiative Academy here. So we're going to get started with the hard ones here. So that's going to be... Which one is it though? 5.8. It's going to be this one here. 11th of June 2030. They would be finished at that point. Why are they making solar collectors? That's funny. But this one is not finished yet. So I'm not sure that I want to... Yeah, this one is only arriving in March 2031. Wow. It's more than 1 year away. Barely 1 year. But this one is finished. So let's take this one. Or we go for the Academy first here. Oh, 2031 as well. Okay, we do need a ship that can bombard from Earth. Because if we take it now... I mean, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. What do we get if we take it? If the HEP doesn't finish faster, then we have to abandon it or something. There we go. We captured the base. Let's manage it. November 2030. Okay, yeah, so it does not work. We can just decommission it, or can we just... Yeah, it doesn't work like that. This is annoying that we can't build it faster. But in this case, we are going to just decommission it. And in 65 days, we can refound that base here. And then with our resources from Mars itself, this HEP was on its way from Earth. That's why it took so long. And now we can just remake it afterwards. And we can immediately found a tier 2 station, of course, because we do have nanofactory. So we don't have to do a tier 1 station anymore. And now our fleet has to repair again, which will cost us nobles, which is hurtful.
Offering support.
Offering assistance.
There we go, it's repaired, and now we can invade something again. Now this one, for example, is already finished here, but it doesn't have nobles, which is sad. This one produces nobles, so let's take it. The Academy probably is going to cancel the non-aggression pact because we just broke it. Oh no. But it's fine, we can remake them later. Here we go. The base is captured. Gonna go and repair it again. And now the St. Brendan base, which we just took, we have to repair stuff here. We are going to upgrade, of course, into a settlement. We are going to rebuild the mining outpost. And now going to build not solar collectors here. Instead, I'm going to build the fission pile here, the hydroponics bay here, and just get rid of the solar module here that we don't need. There we go. Another base is taken over, and I'm going to bring us now to the maximum of our allowed mines here, which is 21 for now, and also how much our mission control will be granting us here. So I'm going to invade a lot of bases here. And with that, I'm going to jump forward, probably until we finish something important here with our research. Ah, we are winning here again. Nice. So let's invest. Let's invest like this. But now let's jump forward a bit. And I need to build up more infrastructure in space here. Okay, a bit fast forward a few weeks, and now Mars is ours. I have taken, or I've made the decision to take everything. And now we do have all the bases on Mars in our hand here on June 2030. That's really fast. We do have a problem with mission control. The aliens will not like this. But I have used the resources that we made in the meantime to queue up some ships. First of all, I have started 2 ships on the Callisto base. Because we do know that there is a dreadnought coming. We're also going to make 2 more when these ones are done. That should fit into the time frame still. I'm making a ship on Mars here, and I have been refitting the marine ship with which I have been taking everything on Mars. And I intend to send this one to Jupiter now. And also, I have not made a mining module everywhere. And there are some bases which I'm still deconstructing. But when this is done, I'm going to refound a tier 2 HEB immediately there. Because of the timing that the core module was still on its way from Earth from the AI faction, it's faster to demolish and then rebuild again. And of course now we are on Mars at 4,300. This is going up quickly now. And as soon as I have nobles, I can invest into some more infrastructure there again. But our mining is now the biggest problem we have to solve. Which also means that we have to look out for mining modules here. They look like... Where do we have one? Here. Like this one. Space mining output bonus plus 6%. This therefore increases our total output by 6%. We are currently already at plus 23%. 10% is from that one technology that we made. The one I had on my recommendation list. Something with... I forgot the name. But yeah. So, and the others are from orcs like this one here, which gives us bonuses. And now there is the International Monetary Fund available, which can only be taken by someone... No, it doesn't have the government requirement. Okay, that's good. I can see who could take it. It gives plus 8 admin. Doesn't cost anything. It just costs 100 influence, which is expensive, but that's okay. So we can slap it on Otis. Yeah, Otis is the last one with not 25 admin. Now he would be at 26. That's okay for now. So we now have plus 4 orc free or admin free again. We can decide what to buy, and I'm leaning towards the social science here. 3 projects on this one is also very strong. And we do have 15% material research here. Let's see what we are working on currently. We do have a lot of military, which I cannot solve as of now. So we have to just wait until this is all done. Quantum encryption is information science. We do have the maximum amount of bonuses pretty much done here. So the social science would be useful for the national labs here. And probably we are going to lean towards some admin techs, not admin, social science techs afterwards. For example, the arrival international relations here. So that would be beneficial in that regard. We also still need in situ resource utilization. So much stuff we want here. So Otis is going to buy this one here. I think that's totally worth it. Plus 30 science and 2 science flat. It's really useful. So we go up from 95 to 129 on him. We can add another one here. So that's... yeah, that's going to be... now this one isn't that great. So we're going to take this one here. Funding... it's just science. For the moment, it's just science. But yeah, we have to spread out our research bonuses a bit further. I can also make the military science module now, the tier 1. It has finished. Here we go. So I'm going to also start building some of those to speed up the global tech here, but also to invest our resources on more Mars infrastructure here. But as usual, we do have a problem with metals or noble metals here. The cost is very low, but we are still very conservative with everything because this one only provides 3 crew. But we might want to do this first now on our stations, just to make sure we have everything in place that we need. And we can see here, this one, for example, has upgraded to a settlement core now. And now we have to get all the other infrastructure in place for which we need nobles. I will hold off a bit with the operation centers and so on, because when we look at our big bases here, Mars 7, for example, the operation centers will provide us with 200 crew, but they will also cost us 2.5 noble metals upkeep cost. So that's really a lot. What we can do instead now is complete this base, for example, with a military science lab. And we could save this template if we want to then apply that to other. But I'm leaning towards just using something like this empty run and only do for a partial refit here. I don't know, do we have a better example somewhere on Mars? Doesn't look like it. But so I have to make a template for this where we just build something like farm, fissile array, fission array, a skunk work, and then I think the research module here, and then leave it like this for now, until we have more nobles to construct the operation center and the nanofactory here. So this is a very small step of increases in our infrastructure now, because if we were to do this all the time now and invest everything we have, we wouldn't have the nobles for ship constructions either. And now we also have to consider that we maybe want another ship on Earth. I have to check how many we got. We have 4 tin cans currently, which is 24 torpedoes each. That might not be enough, especially in the case that we maybe lose a ship. There's a destroyer coming. We do know that the destroyer can be defeated. But there are 3 ships coming here, so this is a problem. In 183 days, we are going to have 3 ships to defeat. That's going to be nasty. So I have to somehow build more ships with the resources I got. And the only ones we can afford properly are the really cheap ones. And these ones here. So I have to make more of those. So I have to start some on Earth as well. 1, 2, 3. And so I now have to wait like a month until the resources are in to start constructing these tin cans here. Yeah, a lot of stuff to do. And also, the Hydra language is going to finish. I think I'm going to jump forward to this point here. Unless there's a fight first. Yeah, 68 days. So it's a fight first, probably. So let's see what happens. Okay, in a few seconds, the alien ship on Mars will arrive.
Things are
And
stabilizing.
so let's see there. Oh, there's also another one on Earth coming soon. That's going to be in the next episode though. So let's just go there. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Yeah, they are bombarding us here. And aliens attack in space. It is possible that the visitors did not expect humanity to leave the confines of our homeworld. It is equally possible that our rapid technological advancement is something they have encountered before. In battles fought against other species from other worlds, and they were entirely prepared for this eventuality. Whichever might prove to be true, the outcome is the same. They are clearly angered by humanity's presence in space and have struck accordingly. Life beyond the bosom of Earth is a fragile, hard-won thing, and thus alien assault has had tragic and devastating consequences. Some feel this only proves that Earth cannot possibly hope to oppose these aliens. Others interpret it instead as proof that humanity cannot thrive as long as these extraterrestrials remain within our system, the solar system. For now, only one thing is certain: no human targets beyond their reach. So they are bombarding one of our bases here. We are going to intercept them. It will take 10 hours until we arrive, so something might go boom in that time frame. But they only have a few lasers as well, so that's not gonna be... I take that back. We can see that there were some labs going down here. We're going to investigate in a second. So let's engage this. And theoretically, this should be easy. Because we do have a lot of missiles and we just need to launch them. And watch the fireworks. And theoretically, they shouldn't even fire on our ships because they will try to shoot down the torpedoes, and it's way too many of them. Yep, that's going to be a dead alien ship. A bit overkill again, but you can never be... With these aliens, better shoot a lot of stuff here. Pretty easy with Artemis to win, so in case you struggle with alien ships early on, just use Artemis here. There we go. And now back to the shipyard here. Don't have to hurry though, so don't waste fuel. And now let's investigate our damaged base here. At this one. Okay, we're just going to rebuild everything. Costs are okay. So let's do this. We just lost the operations center, which is annoying, but yeah, it's okay. I do think that's okay. So, now, what is the situation currently? The first base is more or less done here. It has a population of 454. There is a second one, the Mars 8, which is missing only the fission reactor array currently. Then it's also done. And Mars 9 is under construction. And now the next steps will be the mining bases, which will provide us with noble metals like this one to upgrade accordingly as well, because the nobles this base produces will be enough to... Oh, it's already a settlement hub. It's barely enough to pay for the operation center, which takes 2.5, and the nanofactory, which takes 1. So this one will be a plus minus 0 upkeep base in regards to nobles. But of course, the intention is to upgrade one of the big ones. Where are they? There are some with minor income, like this one. We definitely want to build up these ones here, although this one is also already on a settlement hub and settlement mining complex. So I have to go through my list which ones are still on an outpost mining, like this one. Yeah, this one is going to be the next one we upgrade. So the template here would require us to have 26 nobles to build it up. And we are up to 5,000 roughly population on Mars. This is going to go up quickly now because we can roughly upgrade 2 bases, like 1.5 base per month. And I still hope that we will find some kind of mining org soon here, that we can buff up our percentages and therefore our income. But we could also check and see where they are. So there is, let's see, noble, no, full tree, full search, that's what I wanted to do. So we can see here, noble, it's a lot which matches, because probably every module which has noble metals as cost will show up here. Yeah, that doesn't work. How do we do this? I know that there are 2 projects. Resource, maybe resource. Let's see. Maybe that's going to help. We have this one done. Commercial mining. This might be something important because this might unlock new orgs, which will be then available. So we do need to go space commerce here. Yeah, this might be important to go space commerce soon. Integrated resource market is not what we want. No, I don't really see that right now, but maybe we can find some stuff here. So where's commerce again? Here, space commerce unlocks. Yeah, here we go. Select valorization. We need space commerce and we do need super alloys to get plus 15%. And there's also plasma injections for more metal. Okay, that's one of the technologies that can improve noble metal income. I think there's a second one, but I don't know where it is currently. What's the name of it? I think it was somewhere here in Diamondoids. Maybe, apparently not, or maybe here. Yes, was the right direction. Molecular assemblers, which we could already do, interestingly. And then molecular beneficiation. That's 20,000, would get us 15% nobles as well. And the other was 15k for 20. But this requires 2 global techs. So it's all far away currently. Basically, this means that we have to wait until our asteroid base arrives, which is going to be next year. Oh god, it's going to be in September next year, and then we still have to upgrade it to a settlement hub, a settlement mining facility. Yeah, we are going to be short on nobles for a very long time. This is going to be our main bottleneck here. We can see if there's maybe another base somewhere where we could... Yeah, no. There's Ivor here, but Ivor does have terrible other yields, and 7.3 alone is not worth it. And we pretty much got the best noble metals already. Yeah. Of course, there's probably more that we could scout and send probes out. Yeah, Hertha, for example. We should do this. And we do have the resources for this, so let's scout these guys here. And let's also scout these ones here. And I think that's... Oh, I should not have sent out Ire here though. Oh wait, no, the space dock is finished. Right. The space dock is finished. That's important. So if we go to Jupiter, as the last thing in this episode, where's my Jupiter base? What? That's my fleet though. Doesn't matter, we go to Jupiter base here. Okay. Then... Yeah, we can send it out here for very few cost, 16 days. So let's scout the Jupiter system here. And then this will help us. We can also check if there's something like... Yeah, let's also check these guys here. Okay, we'll go into the list here again. Prospecting, solar system. We have a lot of stuff on the way now. Okay. Later on I will launch all probes that are possible, but not right now. But for now, let's keep it like this. And everything is looking good. We are short on mission control again. So we are down to 122 from 129. So basically all is used. That's also why the aliens are not happy with us. And this is still investing heavily into knowledge to push up science. We are pushing knowledge, government, and mission control here. To get everything up, every useful stat that we have needs to be invested in right now to increase science. We are now at 1k. Inequality is going down. Cohesion is going up, which also means science is going up. And we are fixing Mexico as well. So everything proceeding as planned. And therefore, leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next episode.